dazu gesagt, was habe ich gesagt? 200. Hat er noch nie mehr gestartet. Genau. Daraus ergibt sich schon Superfeinde, denn die 4 besten Fahrer, die kommen ins Finale, in die Superfeinde. Und da ist derselbe Modus, 50 Sekunden Zeit, 3,5 Minuten von rechts nach links fahren und die besten 2 Runs werden gewertet. Maximale Punktzahl wieder 200 Punkte. Das ist der Modus, der hier abgeht auf dem Munich Mesh 2017. Und hier auf der Seite, ich habe es ja schon gerade vorher erwähnt, hier drüben, Mesh Judges, dieser Container, da sind ganz wichtige Leute, die diese ganze Geschichte bewerten. Jeder von ihnen ist jetzt mindestens 20 Jahre fähig, die haben wirklich einen Rahmen. Wir haben 6 Judges eingeladen und hier drüben sehen Sie, ich gehe jetzt einfach mal von links nach rechts, aus Deutschland, aus Berlin, eine Legende. In diesem Sport, Tobias Wicke, dann der nächste aus Finnland, er hat in den 70ern angefangen zu BMX fahren, Mr. Bart.
Kannst du mir kurz sagen, ungefähr wie lange haben wir noch? 2 Minuten, 5 Minuten, jetzt sind wir gleich drauf, oder? Oder gib mir einfach eine Minute vorher, sag mir einfach eine Minute vorher, dann weiß ich, was es losgeht.
Und dann ein englischer Fahrer, knappe 22 Jahre Fahrer, der judgt ziemlich alles, was im BMX möglich ist. Wir nennen ihn Mr.
Perfekt, vielen Dank.
Dann gehen wir ganz rechts mit dem Turn-on, der Alex Drozzi. Über 25 Jahre ist er unterwegs auf Trails, ist einer der ganz traurigen, was den Style angeht. Diese Bewertung wird maximal 150 Events pro Tag, und dann wird es natürlich so 60 geteilt. Tut mir bitte den Gefallen, macht mal einen richtigen Applaus, das ist einer der härtesten Jobs, die man machen kann. Hier go, aus dem BMX Judges!
Jetzt ist er Oberst, sollte jedenfalls in der Karg-Creme-Abstrich. Ich will es nicht in sehr lecker. Fecki-Jäger.
So, wenn man das wir haben es geschafft,
Selina? Die rot ist.
aus Deutschland. So, wie ist der Name? Und wer? Was macht ihr da? Okay, Express? Und magst du den Leuten noch sagen, außer dass jetzt der Zug abgelaufen ist, sondern alles ist? Ja, erstmal cool, dass ihr alle seid.
Das ist der Kommentator A vom Munich Mesh aus dem PR-Studio. Der Kommentator A aus dem PR-Studio beim Munich Mesh in München.
Wenn du mich meinst, ich bin der Kerl, der dann links sitzt, genau, Kommentator A, links, da wo der Tisch frei ist, wo nichts steht. Genau. Von der Kamera aus bin ich der Vogel, der rechts sitzt, genau.
Passt das scheinbar hier?
Das Einzige, was cool wäre, ist, wenn ich den Marius wirklich höre.
Ja, ich kann auch gerne mal weitersprechen hier als der Kommentator A im BR-Studio, der ich gerade bin. Und ich spreche als Kommentator aus dem BR-Studio, als Kommentator A von 2, die es da gibt. Soll ich dann immer noch weiterreden oder reichte das schon? Ich kann auch sehr gerne noch weiterreden.
Das ist der Hammer, ne? Das ist super.
Das ist alles dagegen locker. Aber es geht auch mehr auf ein Jahr in die Karten drücken. Heute wird mir ja noch richtig aus abzuhören. Gut. Also, wenn wir uns die Plattform verlassen, können wir immer noch mal klatschen. Und wenn ihr dann macht Sie doch einfach mal auf X leer, dann haben wir die Hände frei. Gut. Wir holen uns unser Head Judge immer her. Gibt ja genau Datenbereich, wie das versteht. Also insgesamt sind es 6 Kampfrichter, 5 davon geben die Wertung ab. Und dieser Mann, der das schon seit Jahrzehnten macht, der schaut über die Zahlen rüber. Wenn ich irgendwas auffällt, das ist ganz, ganz unterschiedlich. Einige 50 Punkte und alle anderen schon mit 19. Und den Bauteil, dann schaut er sich das mit dem ganzen Fahren an und checkt das nochmal ab, dass alle einigermaßen geil sind. Ganz, ganz harter Job. Und ja, dieses Wochenende, wie gesagt, als Rocky Freestyle. Alright, so Alex, how long have you been practicing? Or is there reason do you want BMX or do you want to do? I was guessing, it's about 25 years in the BMX thing, is that right? 1988. Alright, what is the most important thing you do? Thank you very much. So, wir können hier schon mit den Schildern in der Hand, Hashtag Munich, auf der einen Seite steht so hot oder yeah, auf der anderen Seite könnt ihr auch selber draufschreiben, ja, wie creative, war cool, du machst schon mal Ende oder was? Ja, diese, auch mit den Packen laufen. Ich sollte schon mal hinweisen auf den Munich Match, Merchandise-Stand und dann muss ich dann, wenn ihr runtergeht,
Welcome to the beautiful Olympic Park in Munich, hosting Germany's biggest action sport festival, Munich MASH 2017. In a few minutes, the pros are going down. The heat will be on with the spine finals, and for that one, we got an expert who listens to the beautiful German name Marius Hoppensack, translated Marius Jumping Bag.
Thank you very much.
He's a former MTB pro. Let's check him out first, then you know he knows the good stuff.
My name is Marius Hoppensack. I'm 28 years old from Duisburg, and I'm a professional mountain biker since 12 years now. I love bike riding because you got the perfect control, you got the possibility to do whatever you want, and you can express your personality through your riding. I personally love to ride park and street and dirt and everything that got something to do with tricks. Whenever you got to a park and you just got one quarter pipe, it's still something where you can have endless possibilities and endless stuff you can do. So park riding for me is the most special thing. At the moment I'm writing my master thesis about artificial intelligence and riding less mountain bike. So I'm not really professional anymore, but can ride for my own and ride for fun and pretty like the way it is right now. So it's all freedom and all good riding bikes. Spine ramp level will be pretty high, so we can expect some new tricks there. The frequencies of tricks is super high and it's super exhausting, but it's lots of fun. We can expect something big there.
We can expect some new tricks today. The riders had some practices, they had a warm-up. We saw the best trick contest yesterday. A little more about that later on. You started, or helped a little bit, building this monster down there at the Coubertin Platz. Started building it on Tuesday, I think. Let's have a look at building this ramp, who came all the way from Holland, from Eindhoven, from the 040 Park, shipped down here to the Olympic Park for Munich Mesh. What do you think so far?
It's Wednesday and they are still building some stuff at the ramp. I think we should have a closer look what's up there, so let's go. It may remind you of a half pipe or two half pipes. It's actually a little bit smaller. It's not vertical at the end and you can jump from the left part of the ramp to the right part of the ramp. So now we are here with Koen, one of the builders. You just built this thing, how long does it take?
Take about 12 hours maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
That fast, like this
That
big
fast.
thing.
So we practice, so we can build it pretty fast.
What's your favorite thing about this ramp now?
I like the extensions because people can air like way higher over the extensions and do channels, and it really like adds a lot to the ramp, you know.
So now we are at the spine ramp. You don't want to land on top here because this is gonna hurt. The guys will jump up here and land pretty much on this side. Some guys will land pretty much up there to carry their speed with them and go high on a quarter pipe afterwards. And some guys will jump up, do a hard trick and may land a little bit lower because here it's more mellow. And the bad thing is that you will not have that much speed. So it will be harder to do a trick on the quarter pipe afterwards. So it's all about the strategy of the riders, if they want to impress the judges by the amplitude or by the hard trick. So now we are on the right side of the ramp. It consists of two different obstacles. We got this sub box and we got this wall ride. We just measured, it's 5.40 meters. To fall down here, it's not that comfortable. So hopefully the guys will land smooth and easy in the ramp and continue their run. So this is the spine ramp, a pretty standardized ramp, but here we got lots of opportunities. We got the higher edges of the quarter pipe, the spine itself, the sub boxes and the wall ride. So lots of opportunities for the riders to get creative, and I'm really looking forward for the contest and see what we will see over here.
Marius, you've talked to the riders, the world best riders out here. How do they like the spine ramp?
The spine ramp is pretty new, and because it's new, it's still stiff. You know, like the best or the most important thing is that when you jump up, it's not flexing, so you can feel the ramp and it's really working out. So this ramp is new and all the metal is new, so it's super stiff, and that's pretty perfect. It's also the size is pretty good, because if the ramp is too big, you can't go high enough. And because you don't carry the speed with you, or if it's too small, you have to pull super hard to get out of the ramp. It's not like a half pipe. You need to pull on the bars to land back in the quarter pipe.
Marius, let's have a look at the ramp dates. Look at that, high wall 5 meters. So you're 5 meters up the air. You can say something about it. Spine ramp, 22 meters long, width 10 meters. Go ahead.
You must thing that these guys are pretty fast. You know, there's 30 kilometers per hour. They are riding the spine ramp, or even faster. Depends on how high they would like to be. So it's super fast that you come from one edge to from the spine ramp to the other edge. So like 22 meters is not too much, and even 10 meters wide is not too much. But it's still super sick, because you land and you can just continue with your run and do another trick, and then you're in the flow, and you don't really have the time to think about or to do anything wrong. So that's pretty cool on this ramp.
All right, it's time for the course preview. Dutch guy Daniel Wedemeyer did it for us. Check it out.
Hi, my name is Daniel Wedemeyer. I'm going to give you a little course preview at the spine ramp here in Munich next. Feels good, ramps are solid, big wall ride. It's gonna be fun.
Daniel Wedemeyer, his nickname is the Flying Dutchman, and he was one of the guys who didn't catch enough speed. He barely made it up to the 540 meters up the wall. But in the end, at the best trick contest, once he did it, he landed the ice pick. You saw it, and it was just amazing. What did you think when he stood up there 5.40 meters in the air?
I mean, the most spectacular thing was that he didn't make it the first go. You know, he was falling down one time, and he was on top, and it's just like it's super small. The ice pick, like the pack in the back, is super small, and that's the thing.
There we have a look at the best trick contest, Marius.
Yeah, we see Alex Heim there with the whip splash on the spine ramp, and you see, we already see it's super small on top of the spine ramp. So he catched it with the front wheel. Here we see Kevin Barraza.
The guys were killing it on the deck and in the air.
And look at this trick. Like look at this trick, control on the front wheel. And here we see.
And this is the trick we talked about from Daniel Wedemeyer. He didn't make it that time. He said later on, well, it's a speed issue. It's not dangerous. I'm not scared. I just don't get enough speed to make the 5 meters.
Yeah,
but now he's got the hang of it.
Yeah, but that's Daniel Wedemeyer. He's going fast and he's going high, and he's not the most technical guy, but he can go huge on the ramp, and that's pretty impressive for looking at.
We're excited to see the best guys in the world.
Daniel Deers,
for instance,
five times X Games gold medalist. Here we see Timo Schulz, German rider, one of the 2 German riders who are going to compete today.
It's the big shots coming up in a few minutes. Michael Beran, Czech Republic,
yeah.
And of course there was a dude that won the best trick contest yesterday.
Yeah, Pat Casey.
Pat Casey. It's not in there. It probably comes in the end.
Was a hard move.
The very last one should be Pat Casey. Let's talk about this trick. Why did he win it in the end?
Pat Casey did some tricks, like he combined some tricks, because he landed backwards one trick on the spine and then tried another trick on the quarter pipe afterwards. So it was 2 tricks in one, and that was pretty impressive for the judges. And he was also the one guy who did like a super hard trick after riding backwards. And I think, yeah, that's impressive for the judges, and that's why he won in the end the best trick contest.
We will see it in a few seconds, and the Superpipe BMX final is going down in a few minutes. We're excited to start the whole thing. There it is, the best trick, not this one.
Yeah.
From Pat Casey, US boy, ripping it yesterday.
I mean, he was trying this. This is the best trick now, like
the 180, floating into the transition, fakie, super hard.
Yeah.
You commentated. You're the expert.
It's perfect. It's a fakie and going from a fakie to a 360 tail whip, and before he did a bar spin to no hand to 180 over the spine. So like super hard to land backwards on a BMX bike. he got like a special rear hub, so he doesn't have to spin backwards the pedals. That makes it a little bit easier to do a trick, but still it's like you're still riding backwards and you don't see when the ramp is coming. You have to do it blind or by the feeling, and that's a hard trick, and I think that's the reason why he won actually the best trick contest.
There were quite a few really cool tricks. Michael Beran, bike flip to tail whip.
Yeah, amazing. It's even hard to explain it, you know?
Coming. We try it later when we see it. He probably does it in his run in the final. But here, Paul Tölen, hitting it fakey, floating in transition, fakey as well. The only one who did it. The German Paul Tölen not here today, unfortunately. But the Flying Dutchman, he's one of the guys for the podium. He could make it today. Let's have a deeper look on the Flying Dutchman, Daniel Wedemeyer, competing in a few minutes here.
My name is Daniel Wedemeyer and we're in Munich now for the Munich Mesh. I've been here a couple times before. I went to the Olympic Stadium to do a looping where you go fully around with the bike upside down. Spine ramp is just up and forth. You're just going back and forth in the ramp, so there's not many crazy lines you can do. And it's trick after trick. Like the moment you land, the next quarter pipe is already there within a split second. You gotta keep going, you gotta keep your flow going, and it's not something we do every day. I'm planning most of my run, like the tricks I'm gonna do. It's just whether if I have the speed at that moment to do the trick. So if you don't have the speed, you have to change your plan. You're not gonna go up in the air and don't do a trick. So even if you're slow, you gotta make something out of it. So it's a lot of thinking during your riding. Even for us as riders, we are surprised how big this event is. The city is really pushing it to the next level. So I hope everyone in Munich is coming out. Even if you're not in Munich, just come out to Munich to watch it and have fun out there.
The high flyer from Eindhoven, Daniel Wedemeyer, his girlfriend Lieselotte is in the crowd, and the crowd will be pumped, we promise, for sure, in a few minutes when we start the BMX Spine Final. Look at the weather. Is it perfect conditions? You're the pro.
I mean, it's a little bit slightly warm, but that's something that brings a smile to your face, even to your face. So
I'm just here to get a sunburn. That's all.
So maybe they too. So I think the weather is perfect. Like the wind yesterday was a little bit harder, so that makes it hard to ride. It makes it hard to do manuals. It makes it hard to control in the air when you're jumping up high. So today the wind went down and the weather is perfect. So I think we can expect a good contest. Perfect condition.
Daniel Durst is riding in skins and his jeans on top, and he said he's gonna sweat for sure, but 26 is all right. It's okay, as long as there's not too much wind, because if it affects you doing air tricks, it can really affect you and you can screw up. If you make the super final, overall you have 6 runs. Yeah. So endurance will be an issue. Let's go down to the spine ramp, go down to the deck to our field reporter Torsten. You turned 65 yesterday. Did you have a big birthday party?
So, all right. I'm gonna do this in English now because we live on TV. I guess I am, so I guess I'm everywhere. We're here at the Munich Mesh 2017. 4th time Munich Mesh. It's an amazing crowd here. We're gonna do BMX spine ramp here in a couple seconds. And we tested the crowd here a couple times, and you guys have no idea how the Munich crowd is. Everybody, can we do this for TV over here? Make some noise, Munich!
All right, Marius. We talked a little bit about the format already. So it's going to be 3 heats, 4 riders in each heat. We got 2 Germans. Sorry about this. We are 2 rusty English-speaking Germans, so we give a hand for the Germans, of course, but don't worry about it. We will highlight the other big shots from all over the globe as well. We will start off pretty soon with the first heat. We got Tobias Freigang, the German. We got Tom Justice from Nottingham, England. We got Alex Hyam, who could be a podium threat for sure. And Pat Casey in the first heat. Here you see it, the elimination.
Yeah, 12 riders, three heats in total. So we first see 4 guys, like as you said before, and yeah, they got 3 heats, like just 3 runs just after another, so they're not getting cold. They can relax a little bit after the run, but they're not getting cold, so it can be like in one thing.
Each rider has 3 runs. The 2 best ones count. That's
exactly.
important.
Yeah.
So they might take some risk in one of their runs and send it.
Yeah, it's super hard because like we've seen it before. You have to land perfect to do a trick on the quarter pipe afterwards. So that's the hard thing. And here we see the judges. These guys are responsible for judging the guys. Tobias Wicker, he was riding X Games as well, went second there. Bart van der Jong, he's also from Netherlands. Sergej Gaia, a really technical BMX rider back in the days. There we see Markus Wilke. He was the winner of the BMX Masters once in Park.
Tell about the shirt. Who's the Wicker? The guy in the white shirt?
The guy in the white shirt on the left. In the middle, David Cleveworth. He's judging lots in the last time. He was judging fees. He was judging Crankworks mountain bike contest, and yeah, he's good in judging. And then we see Alex Dropsy on the right in the Evox shirt, and he's also a long time BMX rider. He was building Marseille.
Do they
jumps.
prefer something? Is there a judge who says, I love the amplitude, I love the style?
I would say that Tobias Wick is the guy. Oh, should we talk about the riders first?
Let's talk about the judges a little later. Let's talk about the start list, page 1 or 2. It's 12 riders. You mentioned it, Marius, Tobias Freigang, Tom Justice. From all over the globe, Alex Hyam, who's a podium threat for sure. Thinking about the big trick contest.
Alex Hyam actually kind of the first really big contest. He was he's getting Reds lots of attention with their video project, with his video projects, and now I was really impressed to see him riding, and he's really good. Like there are some video riders who can't really put their stuff on the ramp, but
yeah, so we're excited to see him in the contest today. We got another high flyer, Jose Torres Il, Argentina. Yeah, we are looking forward to see this dude.
This guy is getting like super huge and doing big tricks. It's not scared at all. So yeah, another guy who's really a guy for the podium.
So this is the start list from Heat 1. Again, 3 heats in the BMX elimination spine ramp here at Munich Mesh. Tobias Freigang will be first. After that, Tom Justice, Alex Hyam, and Pat Casey. Again, 3 runs, the 2 best ones count. What do the judges want to see, Marius?
The judges want to see the guys who they want at first like a hard trick. You know, you have to do a hard trick to get some points, but the hard trick have to be land perfectly. So you have to do it like in a perfect way. So you land in the quarter pipe, carry the speed with you, go fast, do another hard trick afterwards.
But Marius, they got 40 seconds for each run.
Yes.
So the judges want to see more than a hard trick. What else?
Hard trick, amplitude, like going high, soft landing, and some style. Different tricks. You know, don't do like always the same trick. You have to do like different tricks, and that's pretty hard because you have like lots and lots of airtime in this run, and just airtime after airtime. So like to do 40 seconds every time a different trick is super hard for the riders, and to land perfect too as well. And here we see Tobias Freigang.
This is the German.
Starting with a 360, super easy, trying to tuck no hand on the quarter pipe after. Truckwards, double
tail
bar spin, 360, like a foot jam, bar spin, foot jam to ice pick, and wall ride. Oh no, foot jam on the wall, 360, no hand on the spine. So one trick after another, here we see it, foot jam on the quarter pipe, 540, carrying over the spine ramp, another tooth pick, going over the spine. And here we see lots and lots of tricks, like one trick after another, and that's what the judges want to see, like hard tricks, super nice flare, can, put the foot over, tuck no hand in the spine afterwards, ice pick, ice bong, and nose bong to ice bong over the spine ramp. Nice wall ride, truck driver, perfect landed, and that's it. And here we see like lots and lots of tricks, one after another.
He is pretty pumped by his run, heating up the crowd at Munich Mesh. Tobias Freigang, 22 years old, the car mechanic who became a pro rider, showing some crazy stuff in his first run.
Yeah, and here we see it. You know, he was just doing like safe, because if he crashed now, he knows that you have 2 runs left where you have to do a perfect run. So now it's just going safe, but still try to get as much point as possible, so do some hard stuff. Tom Justice, next rider.
28 years old. He is famous for his unique style.
Yeah.
He does things the others don't, and the judges most of the time like it. Go ahead.
Exactly. Yeah. He's super high and doing tricks, nice tricks. He tabletop on the one side, tabletop on the other side.
Real quick break. 74.80 for Freigang. So that's not bad. That's the first little measurement that we get here.
Initializing the points. So now we know, okay, a point like a run like this gets this point. So now they have to see, okay, how good is this run after seeing Freigang. But here we see he's also like doing flare tabletops. He's like doing lots of different tricks. Nice foot jam combination with letting the bike a little bit go. 270 to ice bomb over, super hard. Downside tail whip on a foot jam. Another 2-spick over. So super hard trick, one trick after another. So I think even pretty good run. And here we see the trick difficultness. I think it was a little bit lower, but he was doing more different tricks, and that's something that the judges impresses too, even on the spine ramp, because there it's hard. And we see
nice.
super nice.
That.
Yeah.
That's the style I was talking about from Tom Justice.
And that's actually the execution. Like super good execution, like a long pulled turn down, so that's given lots of points. And here the over, super technical.
The judges, they thank you for that. He might pass Tobi Freigang. He does 80.40 out of 100 possible, to keep in mind. And then they have a second round that counts, so in the end the 2 runs are added, so it will be 200 points in the end. It's the first run now for the ones who tuned in later.
Alex Same is his name, from Austria, just flowing in. Also the first thing, little hang up, you see, 360 tuck no, but super high, nice amplitude. A tail whip right after, so that's getting lots of points. Tuck no hand, nice wall ride. So it looks super easy what he's doing, and that's what's impressive, because it's actually not super easy what he's doing. And this is impressive for the riders. Nice tail whip on the spine, super nice landing, soft.
Marius, nice.
540 air, yeah.
Marius, is it a safety run? Does he want the score and then see and risk more, maybe even later?
We see that he's a little bit nervous, because he did some hang-ups, and we saw him riding in the, like we both saw him riding in the training, and there was more easy. I didn't see one hang-up of him, and in this run we saw 2 hang-ups. But I think he's trying to do a solid run, and I think it was a solid run. Not too hard, different tricks, but yeah, super easy. And we see him still riding, even when the time is up. So yeah, we see the fun on this that he got when he's riding. Here we see a tail whip to foot jam tail whip. That's also a super hard trick, even if he makes it look super easy. And right after a 180.
And it was in between the 40 seconds, so this one should count, should give him
exactly. Nice tabletop in between. That's for the style, you know, like having a time to style around. That's not a super hard trick, but it looks good and it gives lots of points for the style guy. So I think this should be, I'm not sure, but this should be a little bit better than Tom Justice. Next rider is Pat Casey, the guy who won Best Trick yesterday.
Yeah, super hard combination, fakey guy. He knows how to float into the transition fakey.
And here we see 2 tricks in one go. Another 3 tricks in one go. So bar spin to no hand, and then 360 bar spin to tail whip, downside tail whip, flare bar spin. So 1 trick after another, and here we see the world level that he's riding. Nice ice pick. 20 seconds left. Tail whip to fakey over the spine into a full cap. Super nice run till here, and super hard tricks as well. So definitely a guy who wants to win, and can over the spine. A flare whip, a little bit sketchy landing.
Foot was down. This was, tell this, the ones who don't watch BMX every day, this will be deducted by the judges.
Yeah, for sure. You want the riders to land perfect, and always the pedals, the foot on the pedals and not on the ground. So that would be a little bit, not too good for the guy, but I think he still had a super sick run. So just this little sketchy moment won't bring him from the first place now. My guess.
So Justice stays in the lead.
And there it is.
Pat Casey, oh wow. The judges obviously didn't care. Casey, the new leader.
Yeah.
But his foot was down, and still he was scoring so high because of his trick difficulty.
Yeah, that he did before, exactly. And now we start again. Like, it's not 4 riders in a full field, but it's in the first heat, it's just 4 riders. So we see the first three runs of these riders, and then we go on with the next 3 riders.
It's the second run from Tobias Freigang.
Exactly. So nice ice pick, 2 bar spin that he did here. Already some other trick combinations. So he stepped it up for sure in this run. Nice low bar spin 360 on the spine.
Good style.
Nice.
Maybe a little more amplitude, what do you think?
Yeah, for sure, more tricks, for sure, and a little bit more difficult now. So trying to step up, getting more into the run, and nice bar spin.
And the mixture between air tricks and lip tricks is there definitely. He needs to step up his game to make the super final. In the end, only the top 4 guys out of 12 make the super final.
Exactly. And that should be a goal for him, to get into the fourth place or like 4th place or better to get into the super finals. But I think he got the routine. He's riding contests for a long time, not too much international, but in Germany he's a big name. So I really hopeful that he can make it in the top 4. Tom Justice.
He's a buddy of yours, Tobi Freigang. But let's talk about Tom Justice, his second run.
Yeah, perfect style. Here we see it again. Super high amplitude, nice turndowns, very good execution, nice no-hand on the spine ramp.
The flying Rasta, nice. That was a tough one.
Yeah, that was a foot jam on the sub box, so it's even higher, carry the speed with him. Nice tabletop, 1 foot, tabletop over the spine, floating around, so lots of style tricks, lots of style points that he can get here. He's not the guy who's pulling like the super hardest spinning trick, but here we see a super nice 360 inverted tabletop, going almost upside down here, and that's something that's gonna impress the judges. Nice manual, and another far side ice pick on the spine ramp, and BC Express 540 on the couping on the back reel called the BC Express. So nice tricks that nobody else is doing, and that's something that the judges want to see.
Not too technical in the first run. He also stepped up his game.
That's for sure, yeah.
Tom Justice bringing his A game in his second run should improve his score. Alex Hyam.
Yeah, that's
Brisbane,
one guy.
Australia. Pardon, what did he say?
That's one guy that can step up for sure.
His pro career just started. He's so pumped that he's over here in Munich. He's been to Mexico, he's been to Spain, and then Munich. He's fresh on the tour. He's the young gun to watch exploding onto the scene right now. Alex Hyam. Enjoy.
Nice 360 tail whip, 2 fakie, landing a little bit sketchy, but making it, and it's super hard to land backwards, so no doubt on this trick. Nice 360 foot jam whip. That's also a trick that they're actually not going to do in a contest run because it's not too easy to land it perfect, but he made it. So high difficultness on his tricks, and I think something the judges want to see. And for me, again, a step up, like definitely a step up, and hopefully a new leader for the judges right now.
Don't get confused. So the runs are added. That's why Freigang has 155, the new leader. But Hyam should pass Freigang now after this one.
Yeah.
Pat Casey, best trick winner yesterday. Woo! Double bar spin. 360.
Nice tail whip, downside whip, like the tail in the other direction. Flare. Bar spin 180 over the spine, landing perfect. A tail whip right after. That's something that we didn't see yet.
That's so difficult what he's doing there, Pat Casey. He's got a spine ramp in his backyard. Whoa!
Yes, nice flare whip or even a flare 540.
Behind the graphic, unfortunately. Good one though.
And you see this like perfectly landing perfect on the back wheel, landing perfect on the fakie, and doing tricks after tricks. So that's something the judges want to see. So another step up, and you see the difference. We see that he just did like so many like really different tricks to his first run. Not like the same. He did some fakie stuff, but did 360 and tail whip stuff, like super different. And that's something the judges want to see.
He showed that he's got a deep bag of tricks, and he wants to unload it all in run 1 and 2. The judges don't want to see same tricks first run, same trick second run, same trick second run. This is not interesting at all.
Yeah.
And he did what the judges wanted. Maybe we'll see. Hyam, the new leader, as we were
talking
about.
Last run for Tobias Freigang in the first heat. If he's not making it to the super
And
finals.
real quick, Casey, now in Heat 1, the new leader, Tobias Freigang, has to unwrap everything now.
But
to
now,
make it.
But now he knows he had 2 good runs, no crashes, perfectly runs. So now he can do a little bit more risky run. Not gonna hurt himself, but going risky and try to do stuff that he actually didn't do before.
Too bad. See that? He went down on that one.
Yeah, Barspin to Vader jam, wanted to slide on Vader on the front wheel, but super hard trick, super technical. Something that, and there he is again. There he is, Barspin to Vader on the sub box. So now he made it, second go. He's happy about this. 30 seconds was gone.
Star Wars feeling for the spectators. What is it? Bar spin to Darth Vader.
Vader jam, yeah.
Nice.
I'm not really sure. How front Vader jam is if you slide, and then the front jam is if you stand. Maybe it was a front jam. Nose pick front jam.
And by the way, Pat Casey is his hero, Tobias Freigang. His hero is Pat Casey. He's got the floor, that's what he says, and he's so stoked that he's in the same run with the big shot from the States. But Tom Justice, third run.
Yeah, and that's important for him to step it up, to do some tricks that he didn't do before. TBC is super high, 360 no hand over the spine. Nice leaning, by the way. That's something for the style guys. 1 foot X up. 1 foot X up, not a super hard trick, but nice that he is combining these spinning tricks with some old school tricks, and that's the unique style that he got. Flare whip, and that's the step up that he needed. Actually not the guy for tricks like this, but I'm super happy he tried it. A little bit under-rotated, that's why he didn't make it to run around.
And this was probably the super final for Tom Justice.
We didn't see the other guys, but
that's true. 8 are still coming, still to come. But shouldn't fall on that one if you make the super final.
Yeah. I think he definitely can't make it better. UBC, the last run had the best, the worst points. So now we see Alex Haim, and here we know he can step it up, and I'm sure he will try to. Nice no hand, super high, 360 whip on the spine, landing a little bit low, not too much speed on the quarter pipe after. Nice tuck land on the spine ramp. Can jam, like putting the can and then a jam, in the foot jam. Tail over the spine, tabletop air, nice flare right after. So trick after trick, and then hard trick after hard trick. So that's also important. Nice manual, and now he's doing a 360 540 over the spine.
Excellent riding in backwards.
Bar spin right after, so perfect. That should be impressive to the judges. Nice bar spin to double pack and to fakie. Tail whip after. So nice riding. And before I said, oh, we didn't see a fakie to tail whip, and we saw Pat Casey, and now he did it too.
He heard ya. Then he did the 540 over the spine. Nice, bringing his A game as well, Alex Haim.
So that's definitely was a run that's gonna make him getting better. So
he should, yeah.
Here we see. Still
pop Pat Casey out of the lead. No, he doesn't. Pat Casey stays in the lead.
Nice.
This is the final run.
Super nice style here from Pat Casey. Another sick run, double tail whip, and here we see he also tries to step it up, even in the first, but he knows there are 2 more heats coming with 8 in total, super sick riders, so he knows he needs to step it up. Tail whip to 180 tail whip to fakie over the spine ramp, and a nice manual on the quarter pipe. Flare right after. Tail whip to fakie, and a nice full cap. So we see he's already exhausted, and that should be the run that makes him go to the super final. So for him, it might be 3 more runs to come.
Yeah, most likely his 2 little kids are cheering for his daddy at home, cheering hopefully at the Pools Playground Facebook live stream. Here he is, Pat Casey. Reed, 2 years old, and Tatum, 1 year old. His 2 little kids are waiting at home. Mama is looking out for them. And he brings them luck, that's what he says. They help him, and he feels at home here in Munich, Pat Casey, because he has a ramp like this in his backyard.
Yeah, and here we see some highlight clips from the heat that we just saw. Alex Haim, Tom Justice, Tobias Freigang, and Pat Casey. Here we see a nice 540 tail whip, 180 to fakie from Pat Casey, a flare whip, And there we see a little bit sketchy landing, but the rest of the run was perfect, so that's why he is still in first position.
Tom Justice charging himself up with Metallica and AC/DC. Looked like Highway to Hell to me, what he just showed.
Super nice. And here we see the end result. Pat Casey definitely, for sure, should be the first going. Alex Heim, second. Tobias Freigang, third. And Tom Justice. For me, it's, yeah, I would say the same. So, good judging.
We cannot make any predictions. Like you said, 8 riders still to come. And, I mean, we got the best in the world here. The only one that might be missing is Logan Martin, okay, but the other guys, the big shots are here to battle it out at Munich MASH. So we are looking forward to Heat 2 and Heat 3.
I mean, what's even more impressive is that we got some riders here that are super good, but we didn't see in lots of contests. So guys like the big numbers, big names here, you know what tricks they can do, and I mean they going getting better from trick to trick, from contest to contest. But seeing new guys here bringing new tricks to the sport, that's something that should be the goal for this event, and I'm really looking forward to see some other guys.
Super stylish. I love this trick from Tom Justice, the Rasta from Nottingham.
You see this tail whip landing on the front wheel with a foot on the front wheel, so it's not rolling away.
That's a tough one. That's a really tough trick.
That's super hard.
Please tell the crowd out there who's not really into it how tough that one was.
I mean, you have to land on the front wheel. Just even landing on the front wheel, it doesn't if enough. You have to fall into the right direction, so you have to fall back into the ramp.
And all your weight is on the bar.
Is on the bar and in the ramp. So if the bike is not going around too fast, you're probably going to crash into the ramp, because if the bike is going around, you have to jump into the ramp. So the laning is to the ramp. That's the hard trick.
So we are excited to see Heat 2. Another 4 riders coming up. Timo Schulze, homie from Marius Hoppensack. Sorry, jumping back, sitting beside me. Jack Clark, the surprise from England, and 2 other really good ones.
Torres, Jos.
Oh yeah, Mr. High Flyer.
Kevin Paraza.
Jose Torres Gil. He was starting to make himself a name. Let's talk about him later. Let's talk about Timo Schulze first. He is a young gun, 18 years old. You just saw it.
18 years old, but still impressing the German national contest scene for 2 years now. Super good on tail whips. Doing tail whips like super fast, double tail whips. We saw him already yesterday, and maybe we see some more tail whips this time in the run. Also, super nice guy, super focused on riding contests and to impress the guys. So definitely one guy who can make it to the super finals as well. And I really would be happy to see him there.
Well, let's see what Timo Tail Whip Schulze has got for us from the beautiful German town Gelsenkirchen, which is famous for its soccer club, Schalke 04. Is he a fan? Is he a soccer fan? Do you know? He's your homie.
Yeah.
Big bromance going on between you and him.
I think like they're almost virus. They don't really into football, but
and you know why? You know why? Tell the crowd. Because they think football players are pussies. Because they fall when you go. They fall, I'm injured, I'm out for half a year. And those guys fall almost every day in practice. But when they push the limits and they get up again on the bike and do it again.
Yeah, it's a different mindset, but whatever. He sees super nice flat spin.
Let's focus, yeah.
Yeah, flat spin on the run. And here we see, he's switching pedals. Like one time the one pedal is in the front, and then the other time the other pedal is in the front. Super technical, because this is like jumping from or throwing with one hand or
for Timo
jumping with the other
falling
hand.
down, but he's got the smile. He enjoys the crowd. Thousands of people coming here.
And so far we saw a super hard run. We saw some flares, we saw some barrel rolls, but now he fucked up.
This is just a warm-up run for the next run in Heat 2 again. For the ones who joined in later, it's Heat 2 from the elimination BMX Spinal final.
And this is
Jack Clark coming up, and he is a guy who is exciting because you never know what he's gonna do next. He said the first three tricks are planned, and then it's all freestyle.
And that's the cool thing about Spinal.
That's his third trick. Okay, and now he just lets it happen.
Nice 540 bar spin, suicide no hand, grabbing the seat with the knees. Downside tail whip with far side ice pick. Toothpick, downside tail whip, alley-oop, no hand over the spine. Foot jam on the wall. So one trick after another, nice one footer. 540 tabletop, so one trick after another, and one hard trick after another. Another toothpick over the spine. Front press, nose press on the wall right. Ice pick to over, 540 and the quarter pipe right after. Here we see him, he's not jumping once without a trick, and that's something that is the hard thing about spine riding, so something that should impress the judges and give him some points.
And we saw his speciality, his crazy bar spins. Sometimes you just lose the count. Was it a triple or was it even a quadruple bar spin? In this run, he only did double bar spins, I think. And he can show more, but we will see in his second run. Let's focus on this one, the high
see
flyer.
How high he is, like 360, super high. Double tail whip right after. So normally the guy starts slow and try to move in, but he's still like 400% from the start of his run, and that's pretty cool because he's not trying to lose time. Super high 360 tail whip over the spine. And that gives some point that the camera guy is in the way. We're trying to do a manual over the sub box, another 360 over the spine. And he's also one trick after another, super high downside tail whip, LU bar spin on the spine ramp, traveling super far. Flare bar spin, sorry. Downside tail whip in the other way, around, as we saw before, and another wall ride to bar spin. So one trick after another and super hard trick after another. And not going backwards, but the thing that he's doing forward is pretty hard, so pretty hard to judge because it's a different style. You can't really say if you're gonna be the first now or not.
Hank, one of the judges told me he might not be one of the technical dudes, but he's got the amplitude, and we say thank you for that. So does the crowd. We saw it. Yeah, he's pumping the crowd out here at Munich Mesh, and he's a good friend of Kevin Peraza.
Kevin Peraza, super friendly guy. Always smiling, and that's the fun he got on his bike. You see while he's riding. 360 downside tail, also one trick after another. Nice 360 flare downside flare inside table.
Tabletop, nice.
Double tail whip air, downside whip air, and here we see I think a bar spin to foot jam.
Even the little ones are stoked. The little blonde girls.
Nice foot jump to can. Yeah, nice innovative trick that he got here for us on the sub box. Wall ride to tail whip. Before we saw wall ride to bar spin, but wall ride to tail whip definitely the harder trick. A nice 360 to fakie on the quarter pipe. Bar spin on the quarter, and now that was his run. One trick after another. So another sick run, and definitely one guy who should make it to the super finals today.
Famous for his big smile plastered across his face, Kevin Peraza. I asked him, why does he always smile? Is he on painkillers or what's up? And he says, no, dude, I'm living my dream. And that's why I have every day a reason to smile. You can tell by his riding, Kevin Peraza. But now, Timo Schulze.
Nice bar spin over the spine, and now he knows he have to get a super safe run, not to crash, to make it on a good trick.
It's a second one, and he needs two good ones again.
Double bar spin, two tail tap on the spine, on the sub box, and over the spine. Super high flare, nice amplitude, tuck no hand over the spine, backwards, doing a foot plant on the quarter, double tail whip right after.
Nice, and this time he doesn't fall, utilizing the clock, milking the transition, every meter. Don't fall, now there we go, and even the last trick.
No way.
Doesn't count anymore.
Tail whip to foot jam.
He did it for the crowd. It's not in the score, the last trick, but this is the run he needed. You know, like you said, he fell in his first run. Now he had a safe one and scored.
Exactly. It was super nice. Like he even he improved the riding and still made it more safe. So that was a perfect run, just the run he needs. So now is one more run. If you make it safe, he can go maybe to the super finals. Nice 360 bar spin to tabletop, a little bit hang up. So like the back wheel didn't make it to transition, and so he couldn't cope with the speed. Nice double whip air, suicide over the spine, flare, alley-oop. Alley-oop is it if you're going backwards in a rotation, traveling over the ramp backwards. Nice 540, two-spick over the ramp, over the spine. 360 bar spin to no hand over the spine. So 3 tricks in one. Jump, double bong over the spine. So another funky trick. Tabletop, and a 540 bar spin to tabletop, nose bomb. So this time not in every go, in every jump a trick, but more harder tricks. And a flare whip for the crowd, falling off his bike, but it was off the time.
It was off the time, so the judges wouldn't count it and deduct it for this one. He's the Tyler. He actually helps in his dad's business because, yes, he rides professional contests, Jack Clark, but he doesn't earn enough money through sponsoring and stuff. So he's got do bathrooms, kitchens, you name it, you want it, he does it for you. He's the Tyler, Jack Clark from Essex, England. Super nice guy. Jose Torres Gil. His English is almost like ours, yeah? A little rusty. He barely doesn't speak at all, but he can fly!
Super high 360, no hand over the spine, tail whip to bar spin, downside tail whip, and here we saw 2 hang-ups already, so hopefully back wheel is not going to blow off, because that's the risk that you make. If the back wheel hangs off on the grouping, then maybe, 360, double tail whip over the spine, super high, nice leading, perfect landing. Like super high trick difficultness, bar spin super high on the spine ramp, alley-oop tail whip, carrying super far backwards over the ramp while this doing an alley-oop whip, 360 bar spin to fakie, nose toothpick over the spine, nose pressure to double pack to bar spin in. So 3 tricks, nice lip trick combination, and yeah, pretty good run I think.
And he has to blow through. Endurance is an issue today with 3 runs. Even if it's only 40 seconds, you could tell. He lost a little bit of height in the end. He did a mistake, so he gets deducted by the judges for that one. But look at the score. It changed a little bit. Pat Casey still in the lead, yes.
And here we see the amplitude was the thing that makes him, gives him lots of points and makes him into the first point.
Oh, and I'm wrong. See, Torres Gil for new leader.
Exactly. So Torres Gil, because of his amplitude, he made it to the first one. And flare whip of Kevin Perosa, a little bit sketchy landing, but trying to pedal, foot jam.
Can he throw this run away after that mistake down there at the transition?
Now he did a second mistake, so now definitely
that's his throwaway. That's his throwaway, but he had a good first one.
Yeah, I think so. Nice free whip, and he's still riding. You know, that's wall ride to downside turret, super hard trick. Too bad that he had 2 mistakes already.
Warming up with
540 over the spine.
And he did this one yesterday in the best trick competition, and he landed it, so we probably see it in his 3rd run coming up soon. Kevin Perosa still in the game, even if he has his throwaway run now.
And there we see he got lots of more tricks to come, so hopefully he's gonna make it to the in the next run. So now 5th place.
That's so fast, one after the other. 3rd and final run in the 2nd heat from Timo Schulze. We reminisce. Good 2nd run. Now he has to be brilliant.
Yeah, because the first one was already fucked up, so now he has to land everything that he does. But it looks super good. Doing no foot can-cans that nobody else is doing. Doing a flare now, super high, nice amplitude, going over the spine. Nice air, floating around, but already did some hard tricks. Flare whip, and it slides away. Another one. That's a trick he crashed before in the first run, so that's now pretty bad because now he got 2 runs where he crashed in, so the judges can't give him too much points. And
he's 18 years old. Is that one of his new tricks? He doesn't really have it in his mind yet.
He said it yesterday. Yesterday he crashed already on this trick, on the best trick, but then he made it. So actually he can do this trick, but you know, like if you do it, if you just drop in and just have to do this trick, it's more easy, and then doing it just in a run after you are exhausted. So here we see Jack Clark again with a 360 tabletop over the spine ramp. Super nice amplitude, 360 double bar spin, 540 double bar spin, sorry, in the quarter pipe. A foot jam on the sub box, which is a hard trick, and they are doing this just to turn around. Downside tail whip, 360 tail whip to ice bong over the spine, wall ride, super slow, super low on the sub box. Tail whip, 2 tabletop air, so 2 tricks in one. Now the wall ride in the other direction. That's the thing, like the people always, or the riders have one direction. They prefer to turn. It was a 540 Tuckman that you liked, and right after flare tabletop. So nice riding.
Jack Clark in the top 3 so far, also bringing his A game in his last run in Heat 2. So the Tyler from England.
And there we see
Enjoying
again.
the spine ramp. Oh.
Nice 360, super high again. And this time perfect landing so he can carry the speed with. Nice decade. And here we see he's kind of doing the same tricks as before, so not the biggest bag of tricks, but super high amplitude and the hardest tricks for sure at the moment. That's why he is in the lead. But if he can step it up, we don't know. Double tail whip, straight over the spine, super high flare, perfect landed, carrying his speed with. 360 to fakie, a little bit sketchy, but no foot down, so no reduction of the points. Double peg to get some speed again.
But it breaks his rhythm. Can he get back in his momentum?
Not too much, but I think the rest of the run was pretty good. Maybe it was not the best run that he did off the free, but he's still in first, so it would be super bad if he wouldn't make it to the super finals. So hopefully we're going to see him again in the super finals after the last heat. But still, we got Kevin Peraza.
When he met him, when Jose Torres Il met him for the first time, he face bumped him on a selfie, and since that they're really good friends. Whoa, Kevin Peraza.
Nice decade, 360 downside table, nice flare, super high with a tabletop inside, downside whip, now a tail whip again. 360 bar spin over the spine. 360. Oh, wall right to tail whip. Shit, so another fucked up run now. And actually he's fifth place.
Only fifth, so
it's going to be hard for him to get into the super finals, but he's trying it, and another
Marius, stop, to tell you the truth, only the top 4 make it to the super finals. He is fifth.
Yeah.
So
actually
shouldn't be possible anymore.
I think
we got 4 top guys already. Yeah, not a problem. You're the expert. you know the tricks. I know the score.
Perfect. Sorry.
That's all I know. That's it.
Okay, so we're not gonna see him for sure. 4 more guys are coming, and here we see some crashes. Timo Schulz with a mistake. Foot jam on the wall right.
Telling the crowd and watching, what do they wear for protection? Oh,
see how high.
So high. Ooh, just loving it.
I think it is different from rider to rider, but most riders just wear knee pads, shin guards because of the pedals to protect himself from the pedals and scratches on the.
Most of them are muscle packed, you know, and muscle their way through the game, and that's why they're able to get up again. And
exactly they got gloves on because if you slide down the ramp, it's getting super hot on the hand.
Yeah, for protection. So this is the actual standing right now. Jose Torres Il, the new leader, not a big surprise. He came in second at the spine ramp final in Montpellier about a month ago. And Pat Casey, second best trick winner from Friday. Jack Clark, the Tyler, good to see him up there. Kevin Peraza. Yeah, that's not a big surprise. The most likely best guys in the 2 heats make it.
Unluckily, we're not going to see the German riders or one German rider in the super finals, but I think they did a good job. A little bit unlucky, but
Marius, for the German crowd, while we enjoy those pictures here, this footage, why are the Germans a little behind the international big shots?
I think they are all super young. Like the most big shots that we got here, and we got like the world's best riders. They're a little bit got more. They know more about the riding, so I think that's the reason. They're a little bit nervous for the first time being with this big names on the quarter pipe or on the mini ramp, and yeah, maybe it was also like the trick difficultness that is not that high. But I think like giving one more year or 2 more years, and we're gonna have him maybe on podium as well.
We hope so, that your dudes will compete with the big shots in the world eventually. I heard we flashed down to the spine ramp and with a guy, the current leader, I think, Jose Torres Il, together with Torsten.
Und wir haben den Kevin, brauchen wir auch noch dazu. Der ist nicht der Beste bis jetzt, aber der Mann spricht nur Spanisch und ich kann kein Wort. Und außerdem brauchen wir das in Englisch. All right, good. So, you have to translate for us, since I have no word in Spanish. Your run, or the runs, were so huge. If you're gonna get into the finals, do you have anything more? Can you even do anything bigger?
Intentar mejorarme un poco más, disfrutarlo aún más y nada, estoy realmente feliz de conocer este país y esta ciudad, que primera vez que vengo y la verdad que la gente es muy amable, estoy muy agradecido. So what Jose said, so what Jose said is that he's going to try and do better, have a good time, stay healthy. He said he's super happy to be here in Germany for the first time in Munich. He says everyone here is super awesome, that it's super hyped to see it, gets him really excited, and that he can't wait to ride again.
All right, final Applaus für diesen Mann. He's probably in the finals. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Have a good time here in Munich. See you in the Super Finals. And thank you so much for translating, because I suck. See ya.
So do we, Torsten, in Spanish. Sometimes our English even sucks, but we'll get through it. We are still stoked and excited for heat number 3. Woo.
I want to say, like, there we see that Torres, he's not riding too much contest yet, because then he could probably speak English.
Interesting fact, Daniel Durs, the legend, he takes him as a mentor, and he goes, look, Torres, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do that. If you want to become a pro, you got to start learning English. Yesterday in the rider tent, he said, Torres, speak English. So Daniel Durs is giving him hell if he doesn't. So in a year or two, I'm sure Jose Torres, he
can make his own interviews.
Yeah, he can make his own interviews. And Kevin Peraza, really nice of him. Thank you for that. Doesn't have to translate. Kevin Peraza, by the way, both parents are Mexican. They immigrated to Tucson, Arizona, and that's why his English is so brilliant. While we see the first one in heat number 3.
From Eindhoven. He's the guy from Eindhoven. He's riding 040. The guy's the skate park 040. And this ramp is from 040, so he should know the ramp. He already rode it, and CBC. He's going high. He's doing this nice, super nice 360s. Ice pick on the sub box. 360 X up on the ramp, and they crashes. Oh, that's not too good. On such an easy trick, and there we see his frustration in his face. That brings you down.
And Marius, even if he's from 040 by BMX bike park, and even if this ramp is from this park, he said yesterday he only rode it 3 times because this one's used only for competitions or for BMX shows.
For sure,
so he's not really into this spine ramp, and he has to get used to it as well. So that.
Yeah, but the measurements is kind of the same in the 040 park. But yeah, still, it's not the same thing. And we see he should be more used to it. And I think it was just nervous.
Yeah, and it was his throwaway, and we will see more of the Flying Dutch.
And here we see Michael Baran. Oh, another sketchy thing. 360 double tail rope. A backflip hand plant over the spine, tail rope again. And we saw before he tried to get like super risky on the first run, and now he already did a mistake, but still doing opposite flares, double tail rope airs, one trick up then another again, and he got back into the run. So super nice bar spin on the quarter pipe, going over the spine, flare whip, and this time you make it a little bit foot down. So sketchy but super hard tricks, and hopefully it's gonna impress the riders or the judges enough, so this is hopefully not his throwaway run.
So if he keeps his foot on the pedal, he should be in the top spots with this technical difficulty. Michael Baran, will see him again yet to come. Kostya Andreev, another tech master.
One of my favorite riders, actually.
Yeah, you said he's a podium threat yesterday.
I really like how he's riding. Oh, wrong name there. This is Andrei Kostas, actually.
Kostya Andreev, yeah, from St. Petersburg. No problem.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice bar spin to Tuckno, and he's doing like super fast trick. Actually, he said he's riding a spine ramp like twice a year because at home in Moscow, he don't really got this. He just got sketchy skate park, so every time he comes to a ramp like this, he's super slow.
But look at that, he gets the hang of it real quick.
Yeah,
dude.
One trick after another, and super hard trick, 360 whips to bar spin, 360 over the spine, Tuckno and flare, super hard trick. And he makes it look easy, but the judges know that it's hard. Bar spin to tap to bar spin.
Few seconds left for Kostya Andreev.
And I think if you count how often he's turning the bars and the tail ropes during his run, he would probably be the first if this would be the only thing. But this amplitude is not too much, but still going super high and do technical tricks. And hopefully the judges will be impressed. And I think this should be a run or a guy who should be in the super finals if he's gonna make it through his runs.
We will have a bet now. I'm not sure if he makes it. So that makes it exciting for us. Brings more drama to the competition, but now the legend, not the Russian, it's Daniel Durs, Venezuela, Caracas. That's where he was born, and he is adored. He's idolized.
5-time
in the
X
BMX
Games.
scene by many riders. 5 times X Games winner. You mention it, Marius. He's all yours. Go ahead.
He's not. He's the guy who shouldn't be nervous. It's like a super sick 360 or a 360 backflip or a 720 cork over the spine. 360 double tail over the spine. A little bit deep landing, but right a flare right after, pedaling in. And he's going full throttle from his first go. So he definitely wants in the finals, in the super finals, wants to be super good in the super finals. Opposite 360 bar spin over the spine, foot jam right after, bar spin in the quarter pipe, flare X up or flare tabletop in the quarter pipe. So one trick after another, super hard tricks. Amplitude is good enough. Nice ice pick over, double peg over, and the time is gone. No mistakes, so that's why he is in such a good position. That's why he is well known for his riding all over the world.
So consistently. An interesting fact, he's a practice animal. Not now anymore, but he used to ride 10 hours a day, and he said he has a rule. Every trick, every hard trick, 10 times. If he messes up on the very last, on the ninth trick, for instance, he has to do it all over again. So he's done a lot of practice, practicing the same trick over and over again, and this gives him a deep bag of tricks and this consistency we've just seen.
Exactly. There we see Daniel Wedemeyer again, and this time hopefully he's not gonna throw away his run. And super high tail tap on the spine because he did an ice pick before. That was my mistake. Oh, another hang up.
I'm glad that you do mistakes as well. Not me. Not only me.
Another mistake here from Daniel Wedemeyer. And yeah, he shouldn't be too stoked about this. Fufanu on the sub box. And this could be actually one guy who should be in the super finals, but I think after this run, we actually not going to see him there. But still, he is riding super good. We see here the world best riders. So if you're not going to make it to the top 4, it's not a really bad thing. And yeah, tail tap here from Daniel Wedemeyer. He shouldn't be too satisfied with his run, but still super nice riding.
And he put on a good show yesterday. The only one who made it up the wall. All the others didn't. And the Flying Dutchman.
And he's still got one run left, so maybe he's gonna do this thing again.
He will do it for the crowd, for sure. Because he really enjoys it. He says the Germans have a good crowd. They're into BMX riding, and you can see it. Thousands of people surrounding the spine ramp. But let's have a look at
Michael Baran right now.
Check.
360 double tail whip this time, not too deep landing, not as deep as before. 360 double bar spin, see how fast he's doing the bar spins. Double tail whip right after in the quarter pipe. So super hard riding. Bike flip here, the only guy who's doing bike flips, leaving one hand go and spinning the bike backwards.
Super hard, he's the only rider who does that one.
Actually only rider in the field, but now he's doing like flare whips right after. We see lots of guys crashing on flare whips on the competition already, but he doing his perfect, doing opposite flares, and I think another run, or the run, perfectly done, and I think this should be really impressive for the judges, and hopefully it's gonna make him go a little bit up in the ranking.
Is that enough for
super finals?
The top 4. Again, only the top 4 advance to the super final. Michael Baran is a guy who deserves to be there.
And now Andre Costas.
Your favorite rider, we have the bet, you remember.
It looks good for him. Another 360 tail whip. Oh, 360 double bar spin to no hand. 4 tricks in one go. Downside tail whip, double bar spin air. Pedaling through the ramp. That's something that the judges don't like to see, pedaling, but hopefully it's gonna reduce the judgment too much. Flare 360.
Nice.
Flare tail whip here. One-hander in the quarter pipe after. And we see he lost his speed, but ice pick to bar spin, 360 foot jam, 360 tail, 360 bar spin to foot jam try, 360 bar spin, no, 540.
The tongue hurts already. You did a good job, and so does Kostya Andreev. It's only 10 degrees back at home at St. Petersburg, where he's from. And he enjoys the weather and the crowd here in Munich.
Last time he made 90 points. I think this time he should not get that much. But
no,
hopefully
he needs his third run to make the top 4. And by the way, we saw it. Beran, the Czech,
is in finals.
Is in the super finals so far. But this dude has been on the podium in pretty much every contest he dropped in.
360 tail whip, super high, perfect landing. Nice no-hander right after. 360, 720, cock 720 no-hand over the spine, bar spin right after. 360 no-hand over the spine again. Nice bar spin to chill around. Nice no-foot can-can 360 to tail whip. So nice combinations that he got here. Also the only guy who's doing this in the rider's field. Flare whip right after and bar spin. So trying to do some different tricks as before, but still the bangers are in there. Nice opposite flare, bar spin to tail tap on the quarter pipe, bar spin, opposite air, and disaster to 360 tail tap.
And it should still count.
Put some lip tricks there, put some high amplitude, put some technical tricks.
A solid 85 in the first run and a strong second run. He's setting the spine ramp on a blaze. Daniel Durs.
So might be the first leader, the next leader, but actually, second place. First guy, Andre Costaus, I think I won the bet that he's gonna make it to the finals. I'm more happy about him seeing again than I won the bet.
We didn't say what's in the bet. Case of good Bavarian beer from Munich. Yeah, should be. You'll get it later.
It's all good. Now we see Daniel Wedemeyer. He needs a really good run, and I think it's not too realistic that he's gonna make it to the finals. So he tries to float around, not gonna hurt himself because there are some more contests coming up, and trying to have a good riding for the crowd. And here we see he's not nervous anymore, and I would say that he's not gonna crash, but this time he crashed again. So on a flare, look back, unfortunately, but still on the bike, riding a little bit. Fufanu.
Oh, that's a signature trick. Fufanu, super hard. Explain what that trick is all about.
The trick is about to just land on the back wheel on an edge of something, on an obstacle. And the hard thing is that normally you do it on a quarter pipe, but he did it on a sub box, so you have to jump a little bit further. So you have to be faster. But the hard thing is to judge the speed. If you go too fast, you over jump the edge, and if you go too slow, you're not gonna make it to the edge. So the perfect speed for this trick is the most important thing, and he got the feeling of that, so that's why it's his signature trick.
He knows his balance. Daniel Wedemeyer says servus, bye-bye from Munich with his girlfriend Lieselotte. Now Michael Beran again.
And here we see bar spin to wall ride to bar spin again.
Beran currently sitting in 6th, so he can still make it.
Yeah, and
it's his last run.
And he should. I really would like to see him there doing a flip hand plant over the spine again. Super hard tricks that he did already here. And not too much style, not something that the judges want to see, but already in this run, no failure, no foot down yet. So hopefully he's gonna make it. Tail whip after tail whip, a flare, too flat, not too good landing here. So super sketchy, but hard trick. And he let the time go, so not gonna make it, but hopefully this is enough for him.
Yeah, he said it's not all about winning. When he stomps his tricks and when he does his run and has a good feeling, he's usually in the top 4. He's usually podium threat. So he was pumped after his third run. Michael Beran, we are waiting for the score. It's going to be a tough one for the judges. Is he in the super final or is he not? He is for sure. Kostya Andreev, the Russian.
And he should still got one more run left. So
Wedemeyer's out, only 3 riders left. So the worst he can get is 4th place.
In the super finals.
In the super finals. So he's in there for sure. He can warm up for the super finals. He's a serious podium threat today. Currently living in Moscow, Kostya Andreev. And his girlfriend, nice! Who's as stylish as him, by the way. Dasha, so good looking in the crowd.
Yeah, he's trying to do a run for the crowd, and actually what he's doing, he's not the best in trick after trick, but he can do like super hard tricks, and that's what he's trying for the crowd right now. So that's why he's just flowing around and letting the time go. just have to get some energy, keep some energy for the super finals, because there he's definitely in, and he's one guy who can win. And we saw it before. There's 6 runs that they actually have to do all in total. So if he can reduce it to 5 runs, that would be a big win. So that's what he did now. Just a chilled run. Try to relax, keep some energy for the super finals, and yeah, we definitely want to see him there. Last rider in the field, last guy with the last run in the finals.
Daniel Durs. Now let's talk a little more about him after his run.
Yeah, bar spin to manual that he's trying here. Let the front wheel down, and he's doing the same. He also knows that he is in super finals, bar spin to manual here, but he's not doing like a super hard run here. Tail to tail tip, just easy stuff, floating around, trying to keep the energy for the super finals, because this is the place where they got 3 more runs, and 2 of them will count, and there it is all about the getting first, and that's why he stopped his run pretty early. And now we know we're gonna see Andre Costas, Daniel Diaz, Torres, Gil, and Pat Casey in the super finals. These are the 4 riders who made it. And yeah, I think 4 riders that could definitely have a super sick super final, and I'm really looking forward to see these guys.
And the scores are really close, so you can basically roll a dice who's gonna make it. It's hard to say. It will be an eventful super final for sure, just like the elimination.
And here we see a nice replay of the riding. Some 360s over the spine, 360 double tail foot down by Michael Baran. That's the reason why he's not in super finals. Nice double tail from Andre Costas, 360 double tail here from Daniel Diaz. See how perfect he lands. Another double tail to foot jam whip try from Andre Costas. So he didn't make it perfectly, but made it pretty much to the super finals. Daniel Diaz, second place. Jose, here we see in yellow the guys from the last heat. Andre Costas is still in the first, Daniel Diaz second. Jose Torres from the second heat is third, and Pat Casey, fourth place. Daniel Wedemeyer didn't make it to the super finals, had a little mistakes here. Timo Schulze, Tom Justice, Tobias Freigang, these are the 4 last guys in the field. Too bad for them. Really would like to see them in the super finals, but yeah, we got some guys here. Tom Justice, and we're gonna see the interview of these guys here. Here we see another replay from Michael Baran. Nice tail whip air that he's doing, and we see adjusting the feet, getting perfectly on the pedals to do this nice flare whip. And there we see the back wheel, the foot on the back is not perfectly on the pedals. And here we see Andre Costas, also the foot is not on the pedals but on the crank arm, and still throwing some bar spins like this, and that's super hard. The nice 360 bar spin to fakie that we see here, also Andre Costas that he's doing. And yeah, Daniel Diaz here, 360 double tail again, over the spine, a little bit deep landing, cranking in to get some speed, and doing some flare tabletop combination here in the quarter pipe. So super stylish rider, and super hard tricks that he's doing here. Alley-oop flare. Alley-oop actually a trick where you go backwards, you spin in the right direction and traveling to the left, or traveling to the left direction and turning to the right. So you're actually going backwards doing the air. That's why it's called alley-oop. And here we see a cork 720 from Daniel Diaz, his signature trick that he's doing for a long time now. Landing a little bit low, but still high enough to carry the speed.
All right, now we got 2 riders sitting here. Tom Justice, the style master from Nottingham, and Timo Schulze. Tom, 10th place in the end for bringing down a good run, 2 good runs. Are you satisfied? Are you stoked, or a little disappointed?
A little gutted, but could have gone better. Just buzzing to be out here, man. It's just been such a fun event. Just had a really good time. Got to ride my bike with a bunch of cool guys.
You've been to a couple of really cool contests in the world. How do you like the crowd? How do you enjoy everything over here?
Love it. Like, the crowd's really loud. Everyone gets a bit involved. Yeah, it's a good time.
Timo, you're only 18 years old. You haven't been to too many contests so far. How do you feel when you drop in?
Still pretty nervous, but like it's in Germany, so like my home crowd. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
You came in 11th in the end. Are you satisfied? Is it okay? I mean, those are the best riders in the world, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. It's the first big contest for me, like this size, so yeah, couldn't be any better.
You got a cool tattoo here. What's it say? Do we have the camera? Can you put it in the camera real quick? Get up, you lazy bum. Show the crowd what you got on your right arm. What is it?
Just like a skull with a knife in it, so it doesn't got any particular meaning.
Does it speak for your style? Is it aggression? Is it powerful?
No, not that much. Just like I like the motive, so I just get it tatted.
Oh,
don't get any meaning.
Oh, you got one, an eye. Tom Justice, another tattoo on your.
Yeah, it's my pet lizard's eye. Why not?
Is it kind of like a lucky charm or something?
I don't know really. I just wanted it, so I got it. Why not?
Yeah, speaks for your style, speaks for your haircut, speaks for your riding, and he gets pumped with Metallica, with AC/DC. What's your favorite music? What do you listen to?
Like all around trap music, black, R&B, this type. Yeah, actually.
Do you guys, because snowboarders and skiers ride with headphones, with earplugs? Do you ride with earplugs at all?
No, I can't do it. I like to hear the bike. I like to hear what's happening, so I think.
You need to hear the little sounds.
Yeah, it's like almost like a spatial awareness thing. Like I like to know what's going on, but you can gauge a lot of that through what noises are happening on the bike and what's going on, sort of thing.
So when do you get pumped by music? In the rider's tent, 10 minutes before the final starts?
Actually, right at this point where I drop in. So I listen to the beat, and like when the drops comes exactly when I drop in, that's like the best feeling ever.
Throw your iPhone away, and then that's it. Okay. Guys, thanks. It was a pleasure to have you up here. Take care in the future. Don't hurt yourself. And we're looking forward to the super final with 4 big shots coming up. Who's going to make it? Who's going to make it? You are the experts.
I want to see Torres. I want to see him kill it. He's going 10 foot higher than everybody else this weekend, so I'd like to see him take it, definitely. Like, it's got to happen.
Yeah, I want to see Torres as well, and of course, yeah, I think these are the 2 boats that are going to make it. So it's like 1 or 2nd place between these.
A nice head-to-head duo. We are looking forward to that.
I want to see it.
Getting excited with the super final yet to come. Thanks, guys.
No worries, man.
See you soon.
Cheers, bud.
And take care.
So
back to Mario's.
Yeah, we heard it. We heard a little feedback of the guys, and now it's getting started for the super finals. The 4 guys got a little relaxed time to chill out and get the breath, get back to the starting time, and maybe think about what they could do in the super finals, because now it's about everything. Now it's full throttle. They have to impress the judges with their runs, and that's the hard thing now. 3 more runs now, 2 run counts, so same format as before, but now they're starting again from 0, so no points, and it's just the ranking that we got from the contest before. So Pat Casey ended up 4th place, so now he's starting 1st. Jose Torres ended up 3rd place, so now he's 2nd, and so on. We heard it before. Jose Torres, the guy who's jumping super high. We see him again on the wall ride on the left side.
And Tom Justice and Timo Schulze have so much respect for their height from Jose Torres-Il. And the cool thing is, Jose Torres-Il, he said, Kevin Peraza was translating it. He said, "Well, I'm just riding. I don't think it's so high. I try to do my tricks, and I'm trying to balance my bike, and that's it." Yeah, he doesn't. He keeps so cool about it. You know, we're all psyched about his height, and he's just coolest dude on earth.
That's for sure. So we're looking forward for maybe he tries to be high now. That would be nice to see. So Pat Casey is the first one who is at the gate, and we just talked about the other guys. But Pat Casey is a big name in the scene, and he's now dropping in 4th place, and before, because he didn't make it perfectly in a run before. And here we see another mistake: 360 Barsman to tail whip on the spine and slip the pedals. So a mistake in this first round in the super finals, that's kind of a nightmare. But he knows now it's the time, and he doesn't know. Maybe there are some other guys who don't gonna make it in the first round, do some mistakes. So he tries to do the best that he can in the super finals, because now it's all about the place that he can get. Tail whip 180 over the spine to full cap in the quarter pipe. That's his kind of signature, doing fakies, doing fast fakies with the free coaster hub, so you don't have to pedal backwards. Nice tail whip, almost the front wheel lifted up and kicked him off again, but he made it. Not too satisfied with this run, that's for sure. And there's a lot of pressure now on his shoulders, but already fourth place in this riding field is pretty good.
Yeah, but he needs to send it for sure in his next two runs. For the ones who tuned in later, just for the orientation, super final, 4 riders, 3 runs, the 2 best runs count. He messed up his first run, and it's the reverse starting order. So Pat Casey, as we see him here, almost falling. Yeah. He was 4th after the elimination round. And now we see the guy who came in 3rd. It will be Jose Torres Il.
And now he's checking out if the small boy is all right. But
he really took a hard hit.
Jose Torres, the guy on top of the ramp, wants to go high again, and now it's super finals. Now he knows it's all about.
Oh my God, this guy plans something.
Dropping in, 360 bar spin, double bar spin over the spine. Super long time in the air.
Double tail whip.
Double tail whip, 360 downside whip. Nice on the wall ride. Lots of speed, traveling over the spine. Nice 360 L-loop over the spine. No hander again in the quarter pipe. 360 bar spin, little hanger, but already super nice run, super nice start. 360 double tail landing perfectly, even better than Daniel Diaz's 26. But there
no way!
Is the mistake.
13 seconds left and he falls.
Just a little mistake with slipping the pedals. Too bad.
Going down Jose Torres Hill, and he's got some pressure, just like Pat Casey.
Exactly.
He needs 2 perfect runs now. It will be the next 2 runs.
And there we see that's the reason why they keep trying to be to carry on their speed, because you never know. Maybe there's another run with another mistake, and then this run is the one who's gonna count. And now it's all about there's some prize money, and there is also some respect for the riders. From the riders, if you got a good place here, so that's the reason why they try to do the best they can. And here we see the reason. He's not just a little bit over the pedals, not got the perfect control, and that's why he left.
$3,700 for the winner. You can buy a few beers at the Pulse Team Playground Party after that contest at 4 o'clock p.m. here at the See Restaurant in the Olympic Park. As we see the second best of the elimination round, Daniel, the legend Durs.
And that's one guy we shouldn't expect him to crash, because he said it before, he's trying his trick super hard, trying to be perfect on every trick. 360 no hand over the spine as he's starting. Cork 720, landing perfect this time on the quarter pipe. Tail whip air right after, one trick after another. 360 bar spin or double bar spin, I haven't seen it right. Bar spin on the spine, on the quarter. 360 double tail whip, perfect landing. Flare tabletop right after. 360 X up over the spine. Tail whip, air right after. 360 X up, perfect landing. Flare, no hand. Nice bar spin, 8 seconds to go. Another flare, L-loop, a little bit landing, a little bit deep. Just a far side ice pick and bar spin, 2 tail tip, and there is the end of his run. So it was a nice run with lots of technical stuff. As we are here at the best riders.
But he's a consistent rider. But I think he has to step up the game to really win the contest today. Oh, nice one! Triple tail whip, double tail whip. Wow. Daniel Durs, he's wearing skins, underneath his pants, but he says, no, I start sweating anyways. And endurance will be an issue today, because this is his 4th run. He had 3 in the elimination, now his 4th run. He's got 2 more runs to come. How much is the stamina the strength's an issue today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's super warm for riding. It's 26 degrees, we saw it before. It's 6 runs in total that you have to ride. He already did 4 runs, and 2 more runs to come up, and 2 runs count in the now. So there's still 1 more run that you have to be good at, and that's the thing.
Nice sticker, Kostya Andreev, putting the polar bear on the back of his helmet. From St. Petersburg, again, 10 degrees Celsius back home. So he doesn't want to go home. That's what he said. He wants to stay here.
Hopefully he can handle the heat. But 360 bar spin to no end, that's what he did here. Bar spin to foot jam on the sub box. Nice technical tricks that he does here. 360 tail whip to bar spin. Kind of the trick that Pat Casey crashed on, but he made it perfect. 360 downside tail whip air, foot jam. 360 no hand. Nice wall ride here. Decade over the spine.
So technical.
Bar spin to foot jam to ice bong. 2-spong, 540 bar spin. So doing trick after trick and super art tricks. Lots of bar spins in here, tail whips in here. Nice flare. But we see he's not.
And the last one, he was down. I think with his foot down.
Yeah, a little foot jam, but the foot was down definitely. But hopefully it's...
Gets a little deduction probably, because it was still in the time. He tried to utilize the clock as good as possible.
But you see it in the face of the riders. It is getting hard now. Now it's getting the... You have to concentrate. You have to be perfectly on time. You have to have the strength of the muscles. So that's super hard right now. 6 runs in total on one day, and just one after another is super hard.
It's 20 degrees in the meantime. Your brain has to work and your body has to match. This is the big challenge now for the dudes in the super final.
That's for sure. And
so this was the first run of Kostya Andreev. He was the leader after the elimination round.
I think he should be second now because of this little mistake, but it could be also first run. I'm really happy I'm not the judge here, because it's so hard.
We'll see if he's able to bounce out Daniel. No, he's not.
Second place. Let me see. Super close to Daniel Diers. Just 0.8.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
That's a big nothing. So Daniel Diers has got some pressure on his shoulders, but we all know Daniel Diers makes love to pressure when it counts. So does Pat Casey. So did he yesterday in the best trick contest, which he won. And he needs to send it now. He needs to be clean.
That's the thing. He needs to be perfect now, and it looks good now. Double tail whip air, perfect landing, tuck no hand. Just one trick after another. Flare bar spin. Here we see high trick difficultness. One trick after another. Just the thing that the judges want to see. Not too much amplitude, but nice fakey stuff. His kind of signature moves. 180 tail whip.
Similar to his best trick yesterday.
Kind of, yeah. It was a double tail in his best trick, but...
Now he's gone. Oh, no!
Foot is down, but it was his last trick. And it was good.
So the deduction might not... Well, the judges saw it, so they have to deduct him a little bit at least.
That's for sure.
It might not be enough for the lead, but Pat Casey screwed it up in his first run anyway, so we can say it after his third run, what's going on. So far, he'll probably stay in fourth. Actually,
I think he should be third, but yeah, we will see.
He will be better. He will probably take the lead for a little while, because the 2 runs will be added, so 200 points in the end.
Exactly.
But now he scored. That's good. Good for Pat Casey, and he's got the third one yet to come. And if he puts on his A game.
And here we see the crash, or like the foot down, not on the pedal, little foot down.
Such a hard trick.
Flare whip. So, 82 points, and we see already
the flying Argentinian from Cordoba
is already on the way, doing trick after trick. Nice Superman secret Indian air. 360 downside tail whip, also the only guy who's doing wall ride to tail whip.
We haven't seen a Superman seat grab so far. He's the first one to do it. Awesome.
Perfect. Nice bar spin, air, and we also see he is getting exhausted. It's his 5th run now, and a nice double whip over the spine.
Keeps his concentration, and this trick still counts. He was already in the air.
And no mistake this time, so hopefully something about 85, 88 points.
The crowd love him for his height. Look at that. He's the favorite already.
Yeah, he's getting super high. Like if you're in the crowd, you're a little bit lower than the spine ramp, and you have to look up anyway. But if you see this guy, you really have to like it's 3 to 4 meters over the ramp.
There's the Superman seat grab.
It's really impressive.
He is not as technical, again, like some of the other guys, like Kostya Andreev, for instance. But
I mean, it's world class. We have to be realistic here. I mean, it's not, as you say totally right, but he's still like super technical, but not as technical as the other ones. And yeah, now we see the guy.
But he's got the height, and the crowd loves the height because it's so easy to recognize that he's setting this thing on fire.
Second place before, and now third place in the ranking, but just because the other guys had 2 runs in the...
Look at Daniel communicating with thousands of people. He loved the German crowd. He's been to Cologne and he said it was unreal. So many people watching BMX Spine. He says the Germans have a special interest in BMX and he enjoys that. That's why he's trying to show everything, to unload his bag of tricks.
And here we see him, the signature trick of him. Cork 720 no hand, and this time a little bit low landing, so he couldn't do a big trick right after, but now super nice can free whip and 360X up over the spine again, no hand, 360 double tail whip, perfect landing, tail whip right after, one trick after another, high difficultness, but kind of the same tricks he did before, alley-oop tail whip, alley flare that he did here.
And you can see in his face, it's exhausting, even for Daniel Durs.
But another run without a mistake from the machine.
Wow! Yeah, props for Daniel Durs.
So now he got 2 super good runs. No mistake at all yet, so it's going to be super hard to beat him.
Yeah, he is going to be the new leader for sure. Because remember, Jose Torres little foot down, was
foot
it?
Down, yeah,
foot down
first run.
In his first round, Casey with problems.
In both
Casey
runs.
in both runs. So Daniel Durs, Mr. Consistency.
And here we see the smiling André Costas. But still, he is exhausted. So hopefully the crowd gonna clap him to get the energy and to make it. 360 tail whip, 2 no hand. Only guy who's doing this in the rider's field. Nice foot jam on the sub box. 360 double bar spin to no hand, like 4 tricks in one go. That's why he is so fast. That's why he's so technical. Nice bar spin to
prevailing with his technical tricks, Kostya Andreev.
Nice 360 double bar spin. But you see, not too much amplitude. Nice 360 downside tail whip, bar spin, 2 bar spin in, bar spin to tap bar spin, downside tail whip. In the quarter pipe, bar spin, 2 foot jam, 2 tail whips, super hard trick, landing on the seat but no foot down. So little reduction but not too much. Nice 270 off this 50-50 stall. And
gliding into the transition, Fakey. He is pretty happy with his second run, Kostya Andreev.
I would say he tried to do some new tricks here.
And the judges will reward that for sure.
That's for sure, yeah. I think not as high as Daniel Durs, but that's the thing. That's why it is so hard to judge here, because all the guys got different styles, all super high level, and yeah, nobody else can do this trick, so you can't really ask somebody how hard is this trick, how hard is this trick. But here we see Pat Casey.
Another hard one.
Last run of him.
And he needs to send it now. No mistakes in the third run.
Looks good. Looks super good. Nice flare here. Double tail before in the air. Nice foot jam on the wall wide. Double tail 180 and there he crashes.
Oh, that's it with the podium. Too bad. Pat Casey will stay in 4th. Still take some prize money home. Should be paid for the flight, at least. But he put on a great show also yesterday, winning the best trick contest. And that one for the crowd, Pat Casey. That's so cool. Not just punking out and leaving. No, I want to do the crowd a favor and show some more, even if the time shot clock's down already.
That's for sure. And that's kind of like, it gives you opportunity how the emotions are here at the jam, at the contest. Like all the guys are super happy to ride here. Super friendly, like the atmosphere in the riders field is super good. And that's the reason why this is, they are so happy.
Marius, we still have our bet.
Nice.
It's gonna be really interesting and thrilling now. because who's going to be first, second, or third in the super final? Jose
Till, we see him stepping up, doing tricks that he didn't do before, and he was already first place. Now, no mistake yet, and he had one run without mistakes, so it could be the first place for him. He's doing super good.
Trying to step up his game.
Just another hard trick.
8 seconds left. Another fakey trick.
Perfect. 5 seconds, and now he got this perfectly. No mistakes. Super hard difficultness, high amplitude. So this could be a super nice run, and definitely something that Daniel Diaz and Enric Costas have to step up now. So I think Torres could be in the first place now, but definitely increasing his points.
Was he stoked or was he a little disappointed? Or just...
I think exhausted.
Exhausted.
I think it's just the 6 runs that he did here. 6 runs in the mini ramp, and they had training before. We have to talk about that. Some guys were even partying yesterday. So it is, these guys are pretty much done now. They are happy if the contest is over, kind of, because it's so exhausting. And but he did a super good job here. We see some replays.
And he was stepping up his game in his final run. He was, taking some risk, not doing a safety run.
And we see him first place.
And this is what he deserves. The guy from Cordoba, Argentina, the young gun who exploded onto the scene this year in the lead, Jose Torres Il.
So Daniel Diaz now.
And we want to see the answer from Daniel Diaz, who has his own BMX and skate park at home. He's a businessman in the meantime. He travels the world almost every day. And now
360.
He wants to win Munich Mesh.
60 double tail whip. Cork, no hand. Nice flare whip right after. And we see he is stepping up. He's doing one trick after another, one hard trick after another. Just a Cork 720, and right after a flare whip. That's super, super hard. Flare tabletop. He wants to win this thing. And there's no doubt that he tries everything to do so. 360 X up over the spine, nice flare right after. So you see this, one trick after another. It's super hard to land on the spine, perfect after spinning around and doing a flare or a flare combination, even if he is doing, and just doing flares, opposite flares, far side ice pick. So he stepped up, and he is lucky for sure, because that was a really, really, really impressive run. And he is done now, but I think he did 2 perfect runs, already perfect. Like no mistake, in the 3rd run without any mistakes. I didn't count the flares, but it was almost 10 flares now, with every flare with another combination, opposite flares. Here we see the Cork 720. So I think the judges are really
Marius is excited. He can't stop talking because he is stoked by this madness going on here at Munich Mesh. Daniel Durst destroying it in his final run. Should be enough for the new lead. We'll see.
And I'm really interested. I think it should be first place now, but yeah, it's up to the judges. And he's second place.
Daniel Durst, second. Is that the final, or does it still come up?
I think it's the final.
Is that the final score? Yeah, Daniel Durst stays behind Torres Il.
But yeah, we had another one. Who wants to be first?
Yeah.
Now he reduced to the 3rd place. 360 double bar spin to no hands over the spine. Flare whip right after this trick. 540 bar spin. One trick after another. Bar spin to foot jam right after. Downside tail whip 360. Wall ride over there. So super hard now to judge this, because it's another different style that is coming up. More tricks, but not too much amplitude. Super technical, lots of bar spins and tail whip. Ice pick to tail whip, one trick that we didn't see before. So he tries to do some new stuff, even if he is exhausted. Double pack to 270, tail whip off. And that was the last run that we saw here from Enric Costas, the winner from before.
And he's so happy. Is he the winner of the Premier, the Spine Premier BMX at Munich Mesh? Kostya Andreev. You think so, Marius?
I think this is super hard. Now,
he was so clean and he was so stylish. Okay, the amplitude, but his tricks are so technical. So he matches this with the missing amplitude.
And you see him pedaling, always pedaling between the ramps, and that's something that the judges don't like. So that's something that
will be deducted.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
But still super hard riding. We see all these tricks. harder tricks than before. And it looks like we got a new leading guy. There
That's
it is.
it.
Enric Kostas
The
made it
winner
to win.
from Munich Mesh. It was the third run.
Third run, yeah.
It was the third run. So Kostya Andreev from St. Petersburg, currently living in Moscow, getting a big kiss from his girlfriend Dasha, who is in the crowd, who was the lucky charm for Kostya. Second, Daniel Durs.
And we see Mike Baran, he's happy about this guy. So all the guys are super happy from each other. The super good atmosphere, but now he's the winner. And no time to catch the breath. He just have to step up, go to the podium, get his prizes. And yeah, we see him lucky, exhausted. And I think definitely on the after show party later on.
Let's see if he can catch some breath before the interview. I think we are going down there soon for a quick flash to Torsten and Kostya Andreev, the winner of Munich Mesh 2017. By the way, Skateboard Street League tonight at 8 o'clock. Don't miss that on the live stream. Pulls Team Playground.
And here we see the final results.
Hang on, Marius. We will have a quick flash with Kostya.
Im Fernsehen. All right. I know it was really hard. You just wrote and wrote and wrote. I hope you can even say something. How do you feel? I just can't find anything else. You look so happy and breathing crazy and everything. What's happening?
Yeah, I'm really happy and so tired. It's like six runs, it's crazy. But I still stuck. I did everything in my run what I wanted, and that's cool. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to say this in German, that they get it really loud, okay? And we test it on both sides, because they need to work with us. So, hier ist der Gewinner. Jetzt kommt der Dicke mit dem Ziegenbart und nervt schon wieder, gell? Aber da können wir es einmal machen, diese Seite hier. Und
Such a likable guy, the winner, Kostya Andreev, taking home almost $8,000. Will be enough for a little vodka tonight, but he should go for the B in Munich. It's really tasty. You know it, Marius. So do I. And second, Jose Torresil, the high flyer from Argentina. Second, Daniel Durs. Sorry about that. And then the high flyer from Argentina, Jose Torresil.
And here we see the rest. Michael Baran made it to the super finals, but 5th place. Jack Clark, 6th place. Kevin Barraza, not too lucky, but 7th place. Alex Heim, 8. 9, Tobias Freigang. 10, Tom Justice. 11, Timo Schulz. And Daniel Wedemeyer on 12th place. But here we got the prize ceremony. So all the top 3 guys, 6 runs in total, so super exhausting, but I'm really happy they made it. No serious injuries here on such a big trick, such a big high level on
And
tricks.
for those ones who are watching in Australia, North America, wherever, who are not familiar with the Bavarian traditions, on the left, the beautiful 3 girls are wearing the traditional Bavarian dress, the Dirndl. Yeah, you need it on the Oktoberfest to get a big hug. You need it today to get a big hug from the top 3 guys. Daniel Durs, second here, as we see the legend, 32 years old Daniel Durs. So many stories to tell about him, but I think it's a big win for him. He loves the German crowd and should be very satisfied, and you can tell he's only riding 2 or 3 hours a day in the meantime, not 10 hours anymore. But his stamina, his endurance was enough.
And we see...
I'm so sorry, our graphics are wrong. Daniel Durs on our graphics is second, but he is second. Jose Torresil, we trusted our graphics, sorry about that, but you got the eye, you see it at home. The high flyer from Argentina is second, like I thought, but never mind.
Perfect. So we got Tom Justice and Timo Schulz, the best win they could imagine. So Enric Kostas first.
And we got the winner right, yeah.
But super nice riding here from Enric Kostas, super technical, hard tricks that he did here. And definitely won for sure.
Loves rap and hip hop. Is into fruit. All he eats is fruit, and sometimes over here in Munich, no Schweinebraten, a burger. That's what he said. Kostya Andreev. Why not? I'd go for the schnitzel, to tell you the truth. 24 years old, currently living in Russia. The winner, Kostya Andreev. Super technical dude. We will see them in a little bit up here in the studio. Stay tuned with us, even if the prize ceremony is over. Then we will check out Jose Torres Il's English again. I can't wait. I hope he brings Kevin Peraza.
And there we got the shower for the guys. I think they are really happy about this to cool a little bit down, even if it's smelling. But yeah, really hot. Even on a black ramp, it's even hotter.
I didn't expect that. It was so amazing, the Spine final here, BMX. So many people to watch and cheer who had a good time with the best BMX riders in the world.
Yeah, and here we see a little highlight clip that just cut it.
Keep going, I'll be in the studio, Marius.
All right, I will commentate this thing here. Nice bar spin to foot jam on the subbox from Andrei Kostavs, the winner. Flare whip that we see here, perfectly on the pedals, catching on the crank arm. Crank arm, some guys catch on the crank arm because then they can throw the bar better, because if you leave the bar, the bike is going down, you lose the bar, you lose the control of the bike. But if you got the foot on the crank arm, you are closer to the seat, so you can grab the bar or grab the bike better and keep it in place. Nice double terror air that we see here, even catching on the crank arm. And always before you jump up again, you get on the pedal. Yeah, that was the contest. We are waiting for the guys, for the top 3 to come up and get a little interview of these guys. I think we saw a pretty impressive contest. Nobody got hurt. That's pretty nice. And here we see another highlight clip of all the riders. Some flares here from Andrei Kostavs. Daniel Diaz going in for a cork 7 no-hand, his signature move, and see how good he's landing there. Spinning in every direction, leaving the bike go, don't catch the bars, and then landing perfectly. And here we see Andrei Kostavs 360 terror to bar spin, also a super hard trick. And you must imagine he's not getting that high, so you don't have too much time for these tricks, but perfect execution here as well on a 360 tail rip to no-hand. And there it is, bar spin, 2 foot jam, putting the feet in the front wheel so it's not slipping away, stopping the front wheel from spinning, and keeping the balance on the front wheel.
All right, we are waiting for the winner from St. Petersburg, Kostya Andreev, the high flyer from Argentina, and of course Daniel Durs. Excited to meet those guys in a few seconds. First time for me as well. It's awesome. They put on an amazing show. The judges had to make sense out of this madness. Amazing Spine final premiere here at Munich Mesh. Oh, I can see them. I can see Kostya and Jose Torres Il, and I'm excited about his English. I'm glad that Daniel Durs is coming. He's from Venezuela. He's got some Spanish as well. Hey guys, have a seat.
Thank you.
Kostya, congratulations. Have a seat. The winner is allowed to sit in the middle. Jose, good job.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. Second place, Jose Torres Il. Daniel looks a little hard.
This guy. Had a rain on us.
Well, this guy destroyed it today, this guy.
A little bit. He did okay, I guess. He definitely made it rain on all of us just now with all the champagne and stuff. So, yeah, thank you.
but that's how it belongs, eh? A little champagne shower after.
Actually, first time like use shampoo shower.
First time for you, Kostya,
yeah,
that you do the champagne shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did it feel to spray him in the eyes and
now it feels terrible because we were wet.
Yeah, you guys are kind of smelling. I'm glad that the Bavarian food is even more smelly than you are.
No, that's him. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, did you take a shower today?
2 times.
Just now, like water and champagne.
This is my 3rd one.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Jose, English?
I'll translate. I can translate.
Jose,
I'll translate.
how? Yeah, sure, no problem. Daniel, ask him how was the crowd? How was the feeling? Because I think it's one of his first wins as well.
¿Qué te pareció el público?
La verdad que me pareció increíble el público. No pensaba que me iban a alentar tanto y estoy muy agradecido con ellos.
He really loved the crowd. He was really psyched on how hype it made him, and he's very grateful for the crowd here.
Daniel, are you his mentor, kind of? Because you're the legend, and you take him, you speak Spanish, you know, and Jose is not very good in English, so what do you keep telling him?
I just tried to give him advice on like what, you know, coming from South America, I know the struggle and how difficult it is to succeed in BMX. And you know, earlier in the year, I was like, hey man, just go to Europe, spend time there. It don't matter if you do good, do bad, but you need to like be in the middle of the mix. And he kind of did last year, but this year he actually took it like too hard. He did well at FIS in Barcelona, now here. So, you know, I think he's just getting warmed up now.
Yeah, he's definitely cementing his riding on the scene, yeah.
Dice que está concretando tu persona aquí en la escena del BMX.
La verdad que no pienso tanto en eso, pero pienso realmente en estar continuamente compartiendo con grandes atletas como son ellos, y eso me pone realmente feliz, y la verdad que todos los atletas son grandes personas.
He says that all he wants to do is, you know, be around with all the athletes and just have a good time. Like he's very grateful to be here, and he's usually cannot wait to come back.
And we are looking forward to see you again, and then we do the interview in English. Listen to this guy.
Que la próxima vez te van a hacer la entrevista en inglés, así que tienes que aprender.
La próxima vez voy a aprender inglés, y la verdad que estoy muy agradecido con todos los atletas que me tratan muy bien.
He says thanks to all the athletes that treat him very well. He will learn English for next year, so be on the lookout.
Cool. Kostya, do we see you again in Munich?
Of course.
What will you do with the prize money? 3,700?
I don't know.
Buying a beer?
Buy cigarettes?
No, probably I will like spend it. Probably I'll spend this money for the trip in America, because I want more training and ride this winter, because usually I'm in Russia and it's very cold there and it's no way to ride. But this winter I will be training all the 6 months.
Yeah.
He doesn't need any more training.
No.
Yeah, I need more.
No. He's destroying it. Yeah. Even you have problems to keep up. How was the endurance factor today? Was it a factor at all?
Sorry.
The endurance, like you know how you were really tired.
How
tired were you?
Was fatigue a factor?
Yeah, I mean, this like these 6 runs, you know, straight like 3, and after 3 it's really hard, but it's still miniramp, you know, it's not that hard how it could be in the park. And then it's like you need pedaling, you need jump, everything, but here it's like, and 40 seconds, fine, it's fine.
Yeah, he's been, it was tough. It was really tough. It's like, oh, it's okay, it was really tough. But yeah, it's, you know, the hard part is like, you know, with the heat, the ramp is really hot, 3 runs, and we were in the last group, so we went straight to the finals, 3 more runs, and you know, there are 40 seconds that are slight short from what we usually do, but because it's 3 runs, I think we had to like split them up, and you could see everybody's first run in finals was kind of like, you know, fumbling, because it is tough. Like to be, you know, on point 6 times is very hard, especially with everyone just sending everything they can.
Yeah, and this sun, that's crazy. It's like plus 33 or something, and black ramps so hot.
And you're not really used to that, yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah, I like it, but you know, I'm from Russia. It's like a winter country, and
you were here with your girlfriend, Dasha.
Yeah, she's there.
She's over there.
Yeah.
Dasha, come over here. Look, I told the crowd on TV she's as stylish as you are. So let's have a look at Dasha. You're very welcome. Have a seat.
Welcome to the office.
Dasha, were you his lucky charm today?
I hope so.
Oh well, we think so. Yeah. Should he go for Daniel's advice, buy cigarettes from the prize money, or buy some jewelry instead?
I hope he will finally quit smoking after this, especially when the Olympics are here.
Don't talk too much. Okay, thank you, Dasha. Smoking, especially when the Olympics start? No, he doesn't. No. Does he smoke?
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Okay.
Yeah, he does.
To chill and to calm down before the contest?
Yeah, when he's back home, he barely smokes, but when it's contest time, he's just nervous, I guess.
Okay.
It helps him to relieve the stress.
To relax, yeah.
No, we're actually joking. You know, it's common in Europe, but he maybe 2-3 years ago he was really crazy, and then he understood like his stuff, like, you know, you gotta live a more healthy living. So now he's being a lot better. Ain't that right?
Yeah, you're right.
Of course, you're right.
A couple of years ago, he would barely finish his run because it was hard for him to breathe. Now he's making it happen finally.
Now look at that, he finished 6 runs in like.
Totally.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us this great moment today. A special moment from Kostya. It's a special city, special win, your first one, as you said. So, will you keep Munich in a good memory?
Yeah, it's great, but it's not the first it's not the first one.
Is your first win here in Munich?
Oh yeah, no.
No, where do you win in Munich?
Like last year in some.
Yeah, but Spine.
It was like miniramp contest too.
Oh, I remember the one it was a Munich match too. It was in EDGEsport last year, like January or something, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's a smaller version of MASH.
Okay, okay, but it's not Munich MASH. It's not this crowd. So it's gonna be a special day. What are you guys doing now with the rest of the time? And
we're gonna go straight to the street league because it's gonna be crazy times, I think.
Oh yeah.
We're going straight to my favorite store because he's gonna buy me a lot of stuff with his prize money.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Have so much fun.
Buy everybody
Don't listen
everything.
to Daniel's advice. We gotta stop. We gotta quit. And I wish you a great time at the street league tonight, wherever.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming up here. It was great to have you out here.
Thank you
Thanks
very
for
much.
putting on this show. See you at home and skateboard street league tonight at the street. Bye bye.